Oh DJ, ease my mind with you. That song again. Love. I have. It is we are going like I was making one. Keep for all you guys. God, I don't have to bother you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now, guys? Yes, we can, right? This is crazy. It happened yesterday as well, and I was like super annoyed. The good thing about this, the, the beautiful thing about YouTube is it is ultra low latency. Like I'm literally talking to you guys in real time. Hi Aditya, how are you? Hi, snowing 4S. Geez, something happened. Everything crashed. My Instagram went offline. My audio stopped working, and it happened last in the last masterclass in the last part. So I didn't even notice, and my video stopped working. Part three. So I'm sorry. I'm doing some things again. Hi guys, I hope I wonder if you guys watched the last two streams, because last three streams actually it was amazing. Hi guys, for some reason I went offline automatically. I don't know how that happened, but we corrected the audio on YouTube and we are correcting the thing here. I am really sorry for the technical. It's not my fault. It's the technical difficulties. It is so cool saying that there's a technical there was a huge technical difficulty. I went offline, guys. Sorry. So we are starting now. This is the official start. If anybody wants to know the timestamp, 5 minutes 39 seconds is where this masterclass starts. Hi everyone, this is the part 4 of the 5-part masterclass from how to go from agency to actual real life results. It's for ultra successful, ultra driven, ultra high agency people who are actually hungry, who want to be successful, who see success in their life, and who want real results, who want money, who want abs, who want love, who want health, who want every possible success in this world. It's for them. So if you're one of them, please stick around. This is going to be the greatest lesson that I'll ever share on this YouTube stream. This is called self-image. I've read over 1,000 books, alright, and this is one thing that changed me more than awesome. You want money, alright. Well, this this masterclass will, I bet you on my life, if you hear this masterclass till the end, if you apply even one or two ideas from this, if you have two aha moments, if you apply that in your life, I bet your income will increase more than anything else. So yes, if you seek success in life, this is for you guys. I want everybody who seeks success to reach their success. I want everybody to live their dream lives. I want everybody to do it now. And we discussed in the first three part of the masterclass that who we are awareness. How does it give us power? It gives us power through emotional mastery and creative power. Then we discussed in the second part of the masterclass what paradigm is. What paradigm is? A multitude of ideas, a program that controls all of our behaviors, all of our habits, and most of our behaviors are habitual. So paradigm is something, is a box, a programming that we learned in our childhood, in our earlier life, from the information that we got from our parents, from society, and it has made a program. It exists as a box that keeps us inside it, and we cannot choose to get the results outside of it because it always keeps us boxed in it. We can never outrun our paradigm because we're literally in that box, but we can always create a new paradigm for ourselves and create from that and act from that paradigm and create new results that we want in our lives. In the third part of the masterclass, what we learned was we do that through goals. We set our goals, we dream, we fantasize, we create a vision for a life that we love. We write down 30 goals that we want. We figure out what is the A1 goal, divide them into three days, A, B, C. We prioritize them from 1 to 10. We figure out our most important goal in our life. We write it on another piece of paper, burn the rest of the sheet of the paper, and only focus on our main goal. What do we do next? Then we talked about decisions. Then we talked about how irrevocable committed decision is extremely important in order to achieve your A1 goal. To achieve your A1 goal, you have to make sure that you're irrevocably committed to that decision. You have burned your bridges, you have burned your boats, and now you're all in. That is what we want, all in. And finally, in the fourth part of the masterclass, we will learn about self-image. And this is where things get meaty. This is where the golden information is, because this is where you'll get, hi Paras, this is where you will get the meat of this masterclass. This is where you'll get the actual action steps that you need to do, that will actually bring the true change that you seek in your life, the true success that you seek in your life. Hell yes, let's keep going. So now we are starting the fourth part of the masterclass, the most important part of the 5-part masterclass of all so far. This is the practical step. This is the thing that actually takes you from point A to point B. Today we talk about self-image. So what is a self-image? Self-image is an image of yourself that you see yourself as. There's a great book written by Maxwell called Psycho-Cybernetics, in which he was a great cosmetic surgeon, and he wrote a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, and he said he observe a strange phenomena in the world, that whenever people came to him for cosmetic surgeries, he realized that some people would get a surgery to get their facial structure changed. Some people would get surgeries to get their jaw changed, something in their jaw change, something in their teeth change, something in their skin change. And the next time after the surgery, when the person would come back to them, he said they, not only their external appearance changed, but there was something else that also changed with their appearance. He said the people changed as a whole. He said he did so many cosmetic surgeries in his life, and he realized that some people who were completely introvert became complete extrovert right after their jawbone was altered a bit, right after their teeth were aligned, right after their burnt mark was removed. They did not only change from an external point of view, but they completely changed as a person. And he called this image of them as a self image. So, are we all that appears on the outside, or is there more to us? How do we look at ourselves? Do we look at ourselves as a poor person? Do we look at ourselves as a rich person? Do we look at ourselves as a fit person? Do we look at ourselves as a fat person? Because whatever that self image is, it governs how we live in this world. And however, whatever the dominant self image is, that is the image in alignment with which the results we attract. For example, a fit person keeps getting fitter and fitter and fitter. A fat person who thinks he's a fat person keeps getting fatter, fatter, fatter. A rich person who is richer, you always see rich people get richer, poor people get poorer. Why? It's not because the humans have their cells are different than the other person. It's because they have a self image of themselves as a poor person. They saw poverty so much, they started considering themselves as a poor person. And when they started considering themselves as a poor person, now everything that they were doing was in alignment with that self image, and hence they were attracting poverty and more poverty in their life. Which all books have you read? I've really read pretty much every philosophical, every personal development book out there that exists. Literally, I've read over 1,000 books, and I've read Gita over 1,000 times after completing my personal development journey. So you name it, I've pretty much read it. If not the whole book, I must have read it. Summary, I must have read it. I must have read the golden nuggets from that book. I've read an insane amount of literature. Trust me. Almost like if I had to recommend some books, I would recommend Gita, Power of Awareness, Change Your Pattern, Change Your Life, top three. Anyways, so this is called self-image, an image of ourselves that we have that exists beyond the external appearance, but that governs most of our actions, that governs most of our behaviors. Just the way we look in the slide, the same person can look at himself as a fat person or as an athletic rich person, and however he tries to look at himself as, the same circumstances, the same uh, opportunities he attracts in his life, he simply acts the same way. For example, a fit person, for example me, I always, daily, no matter what happens, I have my Healthify Me on. Everything that I eat gets tracked, no matter what. Why? Because I see abs in the mirror, and I see that this is a beautiful thing, and I have to maintain it. And to maintain it, I have to do the due diligence. Just because I have a better self. And now this self image, as we talked about, it is not about external. As we discussed from the psycho-cybernetics, it is not about external appearance. This self image exists in our mind. Even if you are fat externally, you can imagine yourself as a fit person, and you can act in alignment with that. For example, right now I have one or two people watching me, but I am imagining thousands of people watching. I'm imagining myself getting paid $30,000 for this video. So I'm doing my everything to give the best of myself out. And as I keep doing that, I keep aligning with the external circumstances more and more and more and more and more, where I actually manifest, actually come in connection with the thing that I am acting like. This is how it works, right? So you have to realize you have a self image that governs how you behave. And if you just change it in your mind, you can completely alter your behaviors in the external world. And as your behaviors in the external world change, all your results in external world change. So this is why self image is the greatest topic that we can talk about. Thank you, Tushar. You're right, brother. I know. And now we want to talk about how we want to implement all that we have learned from this masterclass so far in real life. So the step one to understand that is this quote: today is my masterpiece. I want you all to say to yourself that today is my masterpiece. It is either one day or day one. It's either I'll do that one day or day one. And I want you all to internalize this, that every single day is day one. Hi Nishchay. Every single day is day one. Every single day you wake up, you say, today is my masterpiece. Today is my masterpiece. I'm going to do the best of myself today. Today I'm going to be 1% better than yesterday. Today I'll act 1% more like the person I want to become. I'll act 1% more in alignment with the person that I dream to become, that I dream and aspire to be. Every day, make it your day one. If you can take one idea from this stream, remember this idea: it's either one day or day one. Make every single day your day one. As you do that, you will realize that how much more you can do in one day, and there's a lot more that you can do in one day compared to what you're doing right now. This whole masterclass is about you. This is the sixth part of the slide. This masterclass is about you, your dream, your life, your greatest result. I want you to take a great look at your results. Are you happy where you are? Because if you are not, things can be changed. No billionaire out there has more hours than you in a day. No billionaire gets more sunlight in a day than you. No billionaire gets more air than you, water than you. Every and most importantly, no billionaire gets more creative, more conscious power than you have. You have the same infinite power as anybody, any great person that has ever existed. If anybody has ever created great results, if I have gone from being a fat chubby kid to being a shredded person, then you can do it. If any person in this world has created great results, you should know that you can do it, because we are same. You and me we both are humans. We have infinite potential. We just need to learn to access that potential, and that is what we are learning here: how to access that potential. Everything that has happened up till now in your life has happened perfectly. Everything has happened perfectly up till now to take you where you need to go from here. Don't think about the past as a bad thing. Remember, I told you memory is a higher faculty that we have. Think about all of the wins that you have in your life so far. All of this, I want you to think that even all your failures happened exactly how they were supposed to happen, so that you could come today, so that you could come to this point today, attend this masterclass, and make a big change today in this masterclass itself. I don't want you to wait till the next hour. I don't want you to wait till the next day. In this masterclass, make a quantum leap, make a decision. Remember, we're just one decision, one committed decision away from our dream lives. We can do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. Everything in our life that has happened so far has happened perfectly to lead us up to this point, so that we can now finally build our dream life. If you are here, you have made it. Everything happened perfectly. Nothing went to waste. Do not think about your insecurities. Do not think about the bad things. Even if there is any insecurity in you, run to your insecurity. I don't want to ignore your insecurities. Run to your insecurities, face your insecurities, and talk about it. The second you talk about it, they go away. Do you remember, guys? We have a self image. That insecurity exists in the self image, and we cannot outrun the self image, but we can create a new self image. So do not think about anything bad that has happened. Do not think about any lack of resource that you have. Just look at that, see it as a part of self image, and know that you have complete control over it. I love your energy, bro. Surely these 3 viewers in the IG live would become 3 million viewers in no time. Love the message. Love you, brother. I expect the same, bro. Actually, I've been following him for 2 years, graduation. And thank you so much, bro. You can succeed if you are motivated. This is the greatest thing that you can Watch today, stay here, stick to it. I swear to God, I am begging you guys, watch this video. This video changed my life. I was depressed, suicidal, fat. I had nothing going right in my life. I was heartbroken. I attempted suicide 2 times, alright? One which was very serious as well. I used to hate myself. I used to hate every single part of my life. I'm thriving right now. I'm living my dream life right now. This knowledge means a lot. This knowledge can change your life if you just implement one idea from this masterclass. This is life. I've read thousands of books to come to this. This is important. Stick here. I swear to God, you learn something invaluable if you stick here for just a little bit longer. Your true self is absolutely perfect. Now once you realize that everything that has happened until now in your life was absolutely perfect to bring you to this point, and today we're going to start building our absolute dream life. We're going to start moving towards your greatest dream results that you have always wanted. Now we have to come to the point where we realize, where we remember the first part of the masterclass, and we connect it to the our true foundational creation power, and we have to remind ourselves that our true self is absolutely perfect. Your true self beyond what you think your small identity is, your true self beyond your name, career, identity that you have given yourself, your true self beyond your ego is absolutely perfect. Your true self is the most magnificent thing in the world. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. It is perfect, it is all knowing, it is ever present, it is the real you. You have to realize that which exists inside you, the pure awareness that watches it all, it is perfect, it is all knowing. You are ever present, it is ever present, it is all knowing. There is something that exists in you, that is the true you, that is perfect. There is perfection in you. You know everything without even looking at a book. You have everything inside you. You are just not aware of it yet, but you have the infinite intelligence inside you. Just if you cannot believe it right now, just borrow my belief. Take it from me. I am telling you, you have perfection inside you, and that perfection, it is the real you. It is the real you. You are God. As Neville Goddard used to say it all the time. You are God. How do you feel when I say this? What comes to your mind when I say that you are God? All the names of gods that you have heard so far, Krishna, Jesus, Allah, whoever you name it. What if I tell you that you are that God? That God is you. You are made in the image of God. God and you are one. How do you feel when I say this? Because I want you to realize that you have infinite potential, and you have something that is completely, infinitely more powerful than what you think of yourself. Neville Goddard used to say it again and again. Your imagination is the Jesus Christ. Your imagination is the creating power. Everything is consciousness made manifest. And because everything is consciousness made manifest, you are God. And because you are consciousness, you are God. What is God? God is all knowing, all powerful, ever present. It is perfect. That perfection lies within you. You are made in the image of God. And because you are God, I want to ask you. I want you to ask yourselves: Are you really real? Are you really living like one? Are you really living from a grand viewpoint of God? Because remember, we talked in the first part of the masterclass. We are not trying to become successful to fill a hole. We are already complete. We're going to die. This body is going to die in 8 years. No matter if I make $100 billion or $100 million or $1 trillion, I'm going to die. This is just a temporary thing. We are here, we are doing this purely to express the talents of this body before it dies. We want to burn brightly before we reach an end. Death is guaranteed to us. Death is guaranteed to us no matter what. But before dying, we want to burn brightly. Being successful is about expression. Being successful is about burning brightly, bringing all of ourselves out on the table, being our best self before we die. There is nothing that will complete you or make you bigger than what you are. You are already perfect. We are doing this purely to express our highest potential. We are doing this to express our highest greatness, highest talents, and win. Everybody loves winning. And when you set a goal, when you move towards your greatest dreams, when you're excited to live every day, you make small wins. Everybody like to win, and you want to win. You want to walk on the goal achieving path. You want to win every day. You want to set your goals, small goals that will lead to your bigger goals every day, and you want to win those goals. Winning is beautiful. We all love it. Success is about expression, not filling ourselves. You are God. Are you living like one? I want you to see this image. I want you to see this image and look at yourselves. Can you see it? This is how I want you to see yourselves in the mirror. You have infinite potential inside you. I want you guys to internalize this. You have infinite potential inside you. You can have, create, or be anything that you want in this world. Everything is a mass of energy vibrating at a certain frequency. Everything functions on frequency. And because you are a mass of energy, your consciousness, pure consciousness itself, you can vibrate at the frequency that you want by imagining the results that you want. So know yourself as God, know yourself as the infinite intelligence, and use that power through imagination. Imagine great things. How many of you imagined great things today? We have this higher faculty, we have this higher power that connects us with God. Imagination is Jesus Christ. How many of us did? How many of us did? How many of us used our imagination today? Neville Goddard said it very famously. We are only limited by the poverty of imagination and weakness of attention. How many of you imagined yourselves as the best humans alive today? How many of you imagined yourselves as owning your dream car? How many of you imagine your wife to be loving today, your girlfriend to be in the happiest mood? How many of you imagined great success coming to you? Because if you were to imagine that, you would act differently, you would feel better. How many of us used to imagine? It's the greatest power that we have. How many of us try to imagine how great we can be, how more interestingly we could solve a problem that we're currently facing? How many of us went there, imagined great things for ourselves, or just accepted the ugly things outside? Every beautiful thing, as who was that artist, Leonardo da Vinci said, I dream of a painting and then I paint my dream. Every beautiful thing that was ever made was imagined first. How the Golden Gate Bridge was imagined first. The Wright brothers imagined the planes first. Now we are able to fly because of them. I imagined this masterclass first. That is why you're able to hear it, even if you hear one good idea from it. We're living in the imagination. The world is in our brains. Imagine what do you think? Because exactly. But are you imagining great things? Because through imaginations, humans created the most beautiful things out there. Or are we just thinking of the same external ugly things that we see in front of us? Remember the toilet example. If you go to an ugly washroom, you're never going to behave decently. But if you go towards a beautiful five-star hotel's washroom, you will feel amazing. You will act decently. You want to use your imagination. You want to go there and act like that, and let it manifest. It is about you. It is about your goal. What is it that you want? What is it that you want the most in this life? Do not suppress your desire. This is the biggest problem with Indians out of everyone, because of their spiritual knowledge misinterpretation of the spiritual knowledge that they've gotten from Gita. People hate desiring in this country for some reason, when the whole point of Gita was to desire without attachment. But nobody understood it rightly, and people stop desiring. People start thinking that wanting money is a bad thing. Why is it a bad thing? Money is simply a report card of the good that you have done in the world. Money is the most scarce resource in the world. If I'm giving you money, you must be giving me something really valuable. So if you want to earn money, it's the most virtuous thing you can do, because that is, you can only get paid if you provide something extremely valuable to the other person. Money is simply the report card of the good that you have done in the world. How many problems have you solved? How many people you have served? So want money. What do you really want? Let your minds open. Let yourself dream. Let yourself wander off. Imagine, dream of whatever you want. If you want a great body, you're only going to give it discipline. Anything that you want will only require sacrifice, which will fulfill you in return. It is about your goal. What do you truly want? Again, I want you to look at your results. I want to look at your health, look at your income, Look at your house, look at your car, look at your relationship, look at your spiritual happiness. Look at these things and face them clearly. Are you earning the amount of money that you want to earn? If you wanted to earn 100 crore rupees, you could do it so fast you could not even imagine. But are you earning as much as you want? And if not, do you know how much money that you want to earn? Do you have the physique of your dreams? Or do you look do and I want you to be really brutally honest with yourself. When you look yourself in the mirror, do you love the person that you see in the mirror? Because I did not love it the last 5 years and I was dissatisfied with it. That is why I changed it. And when I today look at myself in the mirror, I love it. And I'm telling you, I have never felt a better feeling in this entire world than waking up, looking at myself in the mirror, and completely falling in love with the person that I have become. So look at your because, and I'm telling you this not to boast, but I'm telling you this because this is possible for you guys. If it is possible for me, the guy with the worst genetics, I took it, who took 12 transformations to get the most bare minimum abs out there, then it is possible for you as well. And if it is possible for you, how can you allow yourself to look the way that you look in the mirror right now? Think of it. How, what kind of physique do you want? What weight do you want to be on? How shredded do you want to look? What strength levels do you want to have? How much money do you want to earn? What kind of girl do you want to date? And want to date the most beautiful girl that you want to date. Want to date the most successful girl that you want to date. There is nothing selfish in it. Even in order to date a beautiful girl, nothing motivates a man more than dating a beautiful girl. And motivate in the sense that it brings more of themselves out on the table. Remember, life is about expression. The purpose of life is to express your fullest self out on the table, is to express your potential, is to express your capacity, express your intelligence. And to do that, whatever reason we need is perfect. You're going to die. What if you die tomorrow? I don't care how selfish your goal is, but you have to want it. You have to allow yourself to desire. You have to allow yourself to know, to dream, to want, to wander off, to imagine, to fantasize your life, to romanticize your life, to fall in love with your life. I want you to fall in love with your life. Want something that you truly love in your life. Think of your dream results. How would you love to live? Where would you love to live? What car would you love to drive? What place would you love to have your house in? Would you love to go to a mountain, a beach, a USA, Europe, Australia, Africa? Where do you want to live? You can live anywhere. I'm telling you, do not think logically for once. Let take off the lid off your mind and dream. Wander off for once. Dream. How would I love to dream? Because until you allow yourself to do that, you cannot fully commit to it. If you're not pursuing, if you're not in love with the idea of what you're pursuing, you cannot allow yourself to completely take off your lid and pursue and allow your 100% potential to come out. You have to think deeply. You have to spend some time here and figure out what it is that you really want, and then act from there. Goals are great for the soul. Goals are great for the soul. It is not just for your selfish fulfillment. It is great for your spiritual internal happiness. Remember, think for yourself. How did you feel when the last time you had a goal in your life? When you were fully committed and pursuing something that you wanted in this life? If you ever set a goal, or even if you were in a college and you had a vision and you had to get it done, you had to become super disciplined for it, you had to change your behavior, you had to become positive for it, you had to solve problems for it. How did you feel back then? You feel amazing, you feel fulfilled. When a person is solving problems and a person is expressing himself, he feels great. Goals are great for the soul. Goals are your great It's back. Thank you so much. The sound went off again. Really happens. Thank you so much, my man. I just corrected it. Thank you so much. I swear to God, I need to keep having a look at it. How did you feel when you were when you were pursuing a goal? You felt way better than what you feel right now, right? When you're just drifting, it does not feel good. But when you are pursuing something that you want, it feels great. Goals are great for the soul, and goals are your greatest accountability partner. If you only have to know two things in this life, where you are and where you want to go, and things that you need to do, I think it is back. Things that you need to do to achieve that goal. If you do that, you can always hold yourself. If you do that or you don't do that, that is the single metric that you need to know to hold yourself accountable. You don't need other person, and that is the beautiful thing about goals. And to exercise the goals, we need to think, act, and talk from the person as the person that we want to become. So that is where self-image comes in. How does self-image impact my life? I want you guys to think about this. How does my self-image impact my life? I want you guys to write down on a piece of paper, what do you think of yourselves? What kind of a person are you? And whatever comes first, just write it and think for yourself, how does it impact your life and your actions and your behaviors? Does having a great self-image does is your self-image contributing to the results that you want to have in your life? Is it adding in your life, or is it taking it away from your life? Because remember, we can change it. We can imagine beautiful things, we can imagine a great self-image, and we can always change it. You need to ask yourself, how do I look at myself? Write it down, and how is it impacting my life? Is it helping me? Is it propelling me forward in life, or is it holding me back? How is self-image formed? Remember, we talked in the paradigm that when we are born, we don't have a conscious filter in our brains. Whatever our parents tell us, whatever our teachers tell us, we just consume. And as we consume the information that we get from society, parents, and everybody, an image gets formed, a paradigm gets formed, and that is how we view the world. If you're born in a poor family, you would just see the world as a place that keeps people poor. A person who is born in a rich family, even in depressions, depressions, they think there is an opportunity to make money, and they always stay rich no matter what. Why? Their self-image. So I want you to know that your self-image was made by someone else, but now you, as you know it, you have the power to change it. How is self-image changed? It is changed by writing it down. Write down a new self-image that you want, and think of it. Imagine it. Go there once. Live like, take one action from that self-image. You'll come back again. Take another action. Auto suggest. Read that. Read that new self-image every day for 100 times if you want. Depends on your seniors. When I changed my self-image for the first time, I used to read it 100 times in the morning, 100 times in the afternoon, 100 times in the night, because I was fed up with my old life. I wanted to create new results. I wanted to change. That is why I used to read it 1,000 times a day at times, because I needed to change. I need to burn the new self-image in my the new idea of the self-image into my subconscious mind, where whatever we condition ourselves to believe about ourselves. Exactly, but we can change that. That's the beautiful thing about life. Through our high faculties, through our imagination, through our thinking, through our reasoning, we can change and create a new set of beliefs. And you have to realize that you are in control in order to be able to do that. One great way is to write it down and read it over and over again. Second great way is to create an image where you see yourself, you edit your face into an image as you want to see yourself. For example, I edited myself as a person who had abs, and now I have abs 3 years later. I saw that image, I acted from there. Third way to do that, and it's a beautiful way, is to write it down. And read it and record a voice tape of yourself as your new self-image. I'm so happy and grateful that I am earning $100 million a year. I'm getting paid $30,000 an hour. I'm the fittest person ever. I'm 70 kg shredded. I'm pulling 100 kgs. And listen to that voice tape 10 minutes every single day, guys. This is what it takes to become great. This is the change that you need. So this is why I'm saying, if you are a driven person, if you want to change, if you want greatest dream results in your life, This is what you need to do, and this is for you guys who wants to be successful, who want to change, who want to become big. Big things. Think of big things. And how do you think when I say this word big things? Do you think you are deserving of it, or do you think it is for somebody else? Because that tells us where your self image is. I think I'm deserving of the biggest thing that that exists possibly out there. I think I deserve the greatest thing that I ever made in this world. Do you think the same way? Because that defines your self image. That tells me where your self image is, and I want you to know that you can change it. Think of big things, think that you deserve them. That is only how you can move towards it and accept it when they come. It's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you're not. And this was a great idea. This was one of the most beautiful quotes that I ever read. It's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not. As I told you guys, we cannot outrun the self image that we have. We cannot run away from the self image. If we tell ourselves we are a fat person, if we think that we are a fat person, we cannot act like a fit person for so long. But we can always think that we are a fit person and then let it act naturally arise, the actions and behaviors that we need to become a fit person. So it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not. So you have to think, you have to go, you have to think what kind of person you want to become, and you have to act from there. And as you act from there, you change your self image. I'm sorry, I'll take a sip of water. It's who you think you're not that holds you back. So who do you need to become in order to achieve the results that you want in life? Who do you need to become to achieve the self image that you want in life, to achieve the results that you want in life? I want you all to have a goal card. Goal card is one of the most magnificent things that you can have. Have a piece of card where you write down your goal. I am so happy and grateful that I have this. I'm so happy and grateful that I am owning my own regnant black Bugatti Tourbillon in 1,000 days, and I love it. I'm making $100 million a year by 2028 November 6th, and I love it. I'm getting paid $30,000 an hour, and I love it. And keep it in your pocket all the time. Whenever you touch it, you should be reminded what kind of a person that you want to become, and you start acting that like that person. How do we achieve our goals? We achieve it through paradigms, as we discussed earlier, as we discussed in the image that I made on the second part of the masterclass. We feed our conscious mind over and over and over again with the idea that we want to impress until it burns it into our subconscious mind, which is the feeling part, which is the feeling mind, which cannot reject information. It can only accept information. And as you brainwash yourself to become the person that you want to become, now you act from a self image where you already have the thing that you want, and you're just naturally acting according to, in alignment with the person that you are, and you are naturally taking the results, taking the actions that you dreamt of always taking. And doing that will take you to the point where you want to go. Well, I'm not like to study, but I'm going to gym from like 3 years now. Awesome. So brainwash yourselves into believing that you're the greatest person in the world. And as you do that, you act like the greatest person. And when you act like the greatest person, what happens? Great results start coming in your life. I want you to look at these 3 words: thoughts, words, and actions. Guys, Gita, one of the greatest philosophical books ever made in this world. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, greatest philosopher in the world. What did they say? We only control our actions, our inputs, never our results. What are the 3 things that you control in life? You control your thoughts, your words, your actions. And I want you to ask yourself, the thoughts that you thought, did you think them with conscious attention, or did you just let any thought come to your mind? Because thoughts were in your control. Maybe the external result wasn't in your control, but your thoughts were in control. When something bad happened in your life, did you say the day is cursed, the day is bad, or did you say today is an amazing day, and even though this small bad thing happened, I'm going to crush it anyways? What did you think in alignment with the person that you want to become? Did you think like the person that you want to become? Did you think like a rich person? Did you think like a rich person when depression happened? Did you think like a rich person when business went sideways? Or did you kept persisting and thinking as a rich person and said, okay, there's a small problem, I solve it, but there's a big opportunity that arises as well? How do you think? How did you think? I want you to think about this. Are you thinking like the person that you want to become, or are you thinking just by reacting to the external world? Bad things will always keep happening, but we can always have a positive mindset, and our thoughts will always be in our Viktor Frankl. Purpose on Viktor Frankl's what book, Man's Search of Meaning. What did he say? He was in a concentration camp, but he said still nobody could ever made him think another thought than what he wanted to think. Even in a concentration camp where everything was going against him, he did not let the external circumstance make him sad. How? By controlling his thoughts, by knowing that he is always in control of his thoughts. Then I want you to think about the words. Did you speak the most elegant, graceful, beautiful words today in your life that brought you the most abundance, or did you say anything that came to your lips? Did you cuss today? Did you abuse anyone? Why? If you have the power to speak the most beautiful words on the face of the planet, why did you choose to speak bad words? Because words are frequencies. Whatever you say, you attract. Hi, believer. Is it Abhishek? That is crazy. What kind of words are you choosing to believe, choosing to speak? And I want you to ask yourself, this today is our masterpiece. Today is like the greatest day that we'll ever have. Did I speak the greatest words that I could possibly speak today? Did I speak abundance into reality? Did I speak luck into reality? Did I speak beauty into reality? Or did I speak lowly stuff? Because I control my words and I want to speak the most magnificent words if I can speak them. Why would I speak something bad when I have complete controls over my word? It is about my dignity. It is about my self-image. Again, roots back to self-image. How do you see yourself? Your self-image controls what you speak. If you have a great self-image, you speak great things. That attracts great things in your life. If you have a bad self-image, you speak bad things. Actions. Your actions are always in control with your life, but they're governed by your self-image. Did you act like the person that you want to become? Did you really express everything that you could express, or did you half-ass your life? Did you express just enough? Did you do just a little bit? When you can give your 100%, I don't understand why do you give you 10%. If you could give your 100% today, why did you give your 10%? Guys, life is about expression. As I said, the purpose of life is fullest expression of your talents and capacity. When you do that, you love your life. You feel fulfilled. You feel amazing when you express your potential. Why did you not express your potential? You have to think about it. It's a self-image that is controlling you. Invest your time and money. Guys, there are only two things that you can invest in this life: your time and your money. And if you don't have the money right now, invest your time. Think about the person that you want to become. Write down the person that you want to become. Think about it, record it, listen to it, affirm it, visualize it. Spend your time living like the person that you want to become, and let great things be manifested in your life. If you have money, invest in elite coaching and meet people who have what you want to have in your life. Think, get close to them, get to know how they think, how they view the world. Do you view the world the same way? If you don't, think like them, speak like them, act like them, learn from them. Think about it. Who do I need to become? You are something, you have a self-image. Who do you need to become in order to have your greatest dream results? If let's say you want to have a Bugatti Tourbillon, who do you need to become in order to have a Bugatti Tourbillon? Does that person slack off all day long? Does that person do everything to serve the world? Does that person do everything to solve the problem? Does that person do everything to create products that sell, that adds value? You have to think, who do you need to become, and then you need to become like that person. Think about it. Who do you need to become? And as I said, you control your thoughts, actions and words. And if you control those thoughts, action and words, then choose the greatest thoughts, words and actions that you can possibly think, speak and act of today. Because what are you saving it for? What are you saving your highest potential for? If you did not express your highest potential today, For when are you saving it for? After you die, after you become a certain age, after you have kids, after you marry someone. If you have the potential, what are you saving it for? I don't understand. If you could speak, if you could do 100% of your things today, if you could speak the greatest thing possible in this mankind today, if you could act like the greatest person in the world today, why did you act lowly? If there was a led to your potential, why did you act lowly today? Again, that is governed by your self-image. You cannot outrun your self-image, but you can create a self-image where you act, talk, and think like the person that you want to become, like the greatest ideal version of yourself. Isn't that beautiful? I would love to do that. I want to express today before I go to sleep. I want to burn fully. I want to let everything out of me before I go to sleep. That is how I live. That is how you live with in alignment with the person that you want to become. That is how you live purposefully. That is how you live in a way that you love to live. That is how you live in a way that you enjoy living, cherish living. Set your standard. You have to have a standard, guys. You have to have a standard, and you have to raise your standards. For how long are you going to live the same way that you've always lived? You said you will do it tomorrow, you said you will do day after tomorrow. Till how long are you going to lie to yourself? Till how long are you going to let your past results determine how you act? You have to set a standard, and the standard should be such that it doesn't alter for anything and anyone. Set yourself a standard. I am going to do this, and no matter what happens, I am going to do that. It is my dignity that is on the line now. It is my integrity that is on the line now. And have some importance, have some weight to your name, have some weight to your integrity. See yourself as someone important. You're made in the image of God. Set a standard, set a godly standard. I told you guys earlier in the Masters, you are God. Are you acting like one? Are you acting in the most magnificent, greatest way that you could act today? Or did you just let today happen according to the external circumstances? Because you could act in the most godlike way possible today. Why did you not? I want you guys to think about it. I want you guys to think about what is your standard? Why is your standard so low? What will it take for you to raise your standard? The girl of your dreams doesn't want a man who doesn't have a standard. The car of your dreams doesn't want a man who cannot literally repair it enough, who does not have the income to repair it, maintain it. The income that you want, the people that wants to give you money don't want a service from a person who doesn't have a standard of following deadlines, of standing up to his name, standing up to his commitments. Set a standard, have some integrity, have some great dignity and pride in your name, and fulfill that, because you can challenge yourself, grow in those challenges. You can be way better than you are right now. Honor your intelligence and potential. And this is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever read, and it's my own quote that I've written. Honor your intelligence and potential. There is, your body mind has a potential. There's a beautiful thing that it has. You only have two choices in this world. Either you let it flow, let it honor it, let it express itself, or act lowly, or act for sense indulgence, or act for external pleasures. So what are you going to do? Are you keep going to act for sense indulgence? Are you keep going to act for the lowly things? Or are you going to honor your intelligence and potential for once? Because I want you guys to honor your potential, because you have it, and it is beautiful. What does it take? It takes one committed decision. See, your results are down here. Results are down here right now. And because the results are down there, you think like that, you act like that, you keep thinking. Your mind and results are in alignment with the results. Mind and thoughts are in alignment with your results. But when you set a goal, the goal is up here. Goal exists this much above in the level of frequencies. The only way you can actually live like the person that you want to live is by making one committed decision. What do I mean by committed decision? That once you take it, you burn the boat. You do not go back. And as you make that committed decision, now you think and act like the person you want to become. And now you start to have thoughts from that level of frequency, from that level of vibration, from up there. There is a place, it exists, your results, your dreams, it exists. When you make a committed decision, now you start acting like that person. Now when you start acting like that person, now things start to change. Move, things start to change. Things start to move differently in the machine. Cogs start to work differently. World starts to conspire for your success. Everybody conspire. God starts to conspire to give you the things that you want. As you set your goal, the moment you set your goal, the goal starts moving towards you. If you can take just this one idea from the masterclass, this is the last two slides, I guess. As you set your goal starts moving towards you. As you set your goal starts moving towards you. Internalize this. Know this is the most beautiful thing in the world. When you order something in a cafe, do you get restless over and over again that if it'll come or not? The second you do that, the food starts getting prepared and it is coming to you. It will come to you. That is how you want to act for your goals. The second you order it, the second you write it down, tell the universe what you want, it is starting to get cooked in the kitchen. Now you just stay relaxed. You do what you want to do. You love your life. You live the way that you want to live. And you know that the person that you want to become wants to meet you. He wants to get connected to you. This is how it looks like. Your infinite intelligence wants to become one with you. You have to become one with your goal. You have to fuse with it. You have to go all in. You have to become one with your goal. Live that goal. Feel that goal. Act from that goal. Think like that goal. Because your goal wants you more than you want your goal. This is another amazing idea. Your goal wants you more than you want your goal. And this is because think of this once you start a business, you are helping people out there, and when you are helping people out there, the people in problem want your solution more than you want your money. When a person is dying of cancer, he wants to throw his money at you. Your goal wants you more than you want the money. Your goal always wants you more than your money. So remember it. Your goal loves you. Your goal is waiting for you. Your goal is waiting for you to become one with it. The moment you set your goal starts moving towards you. Everything starts working in your favor, but you have to set your goal for it. You have to start working from that self-image. You have to start feeling, thinking, acting, and talking and walking like the person that you want to become. Your today's self-image, and this is the last slide. I want you guys to remember your today's self-image creates your future results. I want you guys to again think of your results, think about if you like them or not. What is your greatest dream results that you want in life? What are the dreams that you think of achieving? What are the goals that you want to achieve? Hi, thank you, Ishank. I really appreciate it. How would you love to live? What car would you love to drive? What income level would you love to have? What type of person would you love to date? What kind of family would you love to have? What place would you love to live? Would you love beaches, mountains? What is it? How do you want to live this life? This is about you, your small life. This is about expression. This is about living fully. How do you want to live? Do you even know that yet? Know that, think about it, and start acting, walking, thinking like the person that you want to become. Dress up like that person. The first move that you can make once you've set your goal in order to change your self-image, apart from auto suggestion and listening to it and seeing it in the vision boards, dress up like the person that you want to become. Dressing up changes your vibration completely. Once you dress up, you know that you need to do something important because you've worn a beautiful outfit. Dress up like the person that you want to become. Imagine how your friends would feel if they saw you having the car that you love to have. If they saw you having the house that you always wanted. If they saw you achieving the goal that you always wanted to achieve. How would your parents react? How would your loved one react? How would you feel if you had the goal that you wanted the most in your life? Hi Darren, what's up? Your today's self-image will create your future results. If you don't act in alignment with that, you can never actually get to the next level, transcend to the next level. You need to know what you want. You need to think, act, dress up, work like the person that you want to become. And as you do that, things start connecting. As Steve Jobs once said, dots connect backwards. Dot never connects forward, dots connect backwards. Once you'll be done with the goal, you will realize all the things that needed to be done, how they happened, and how they connected in mysterious ways. You'll never know how you will get there. You just need to know where you want to get. And what is the prerequisite of setting a goal? You just need to want it. What do you really want? Think about it. Act like that person, talk like that person, walk like that person. Live your dream life. Live your dream life from right today. Beauty of self-image is that you do not have to wait 1,000 days to live your dream. You start living it from day one. And when you live your dream life, you're basically living your dream life. You basically fulfill the purpose of life. You're glowing. You're burning before you're dying. And because you're burning before you're dying, you fulfilled your purpose, and you want to burn fully before you die. That is the purpose of life. That is how amazing the concept of self image is. So make the change, guys. Write down your goals, commit to it fully, and promise yourself that I will start acting like the person that I want to become. I'll take one action like the person that I want to become. I'll think one thought like the person that I want to become. You only want to become 1% better every day. That was it. That was the fourth part of the masterclass, guys. Self image. I hope you guys got at least one great idea from it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any question. I'll upload this live on the Instagram as well. So if you guys have any question related to self-image or the whole Billionaire Ignition Masterclass as a whole, let me know. I would love to answer in the Q&A session, the fifth part of the masterclass. And thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys live your greatest dream results. I hope you guys live your dream lives. I wish you all the best. All my love. See you in the next video. Peace.